Hello, Cancer. Welcome to your weekly reading from March 10th to the 16th. This is for Cancer, Sun, Moon, and Rising. Oh, yeah, we're going to jump right into it, Cancer. You know this is going to be a big week, okay? This is pretty game-changing. We're here at the lunar eclipse, the full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo. And remember, it's a time for a release to make room for all this new energy coming in. And looking at what's going on for y'all, this is actually going to be a really big week. A lot of it might be subtle, but you're gonna feel it. All right. Now, I do want to remind you that, well, last week it was really just kind of like ramping you up for this week. You are on the verge of this really big transformation, and this full moon lunar eclipse, it's going to have a really big impact. I do want to remind you, you do have Venus retrograde in Aries in your 10th house. There's a lot of career stuff that y'all are reconsidering, or maybe people from your past really do come up when Venus is retrograde, especially Mercury retrograde. You see that's going to happen at the end of the week. So there could be former bosses, colleagues, employees that are, popping up in your inbox, things like that. Okay. But it definitely is a really great time to review and reevaluate what you value, things that bring you pleasure, money, relationships, but also, really working on self-love, confidence, all that creative energy that Venus brings. It's a good time to spend this time to realize what you do want moving forward. Okay. And we only got 5 weeks left. Remember, Venus retrograde for about 5 weeks now. And it is a good time from the beginning of the week to get all your ducks in a row, have all the important conversations that you need to. Remember, Mercury is in Aries as well. You've got a lot of activity in your 10th house of career. If you are not here for career, if let's say you're retired or not working, the 10th house is very public facing. So it's your reputation. It's recognition, public recognition. It's honors, achievements. It's big. This is big. You're reassessing a lot, and you may be signing papers, having agreements, contracts. All of that is really on the table. But again, please do everything in the beginning of the week, because Mercury is going to go retrograde on Friday. And then you've actually got a lot of support because you're still feeling the sun trine Mars from last week. Okay. Remember, Mars is in your sign and no longer retrograde. And then another thing I want to point out for you. Do you remember, if you're a subscriber, back in February, I said, and this was around February 9th, I said, well, at that time, Mars was trining Saturn. I said, we're going to have this again. We're going to be fortunate enough to have this again because Mars is retrograde, went direct, going over those degrees. Here's what's happening. Mars trine Saturn is going to perfect, right? It's going to happen April 4th, but Mars is moving slow. Mars is like a whopping 1 degree this week. Therefore, you're going to start feeling it again now. Okay. And I want you to take advantage of this. Mars trine Saturn. That's a lot of support here. It's the two malefic planets working for you. It's this huge blessing. Okay. The two bad boys, right? And it's a trine. So it's very auspicious. It is this great flow. It just makes everything easy for you. And you have Mars in your sign. And then remember, you got Saturn in Pisces. So a lot of your beliefs are shifting. Self-belief, wisdom, it's spirituality, all in your 9th house that's being activated here. Okay. All month, by the way, all month. And one other thing I'm going to note, on April 4th, which you're going to start feeling now, Saturn is going to sextile Uranus. What? And so we haven't had that since 1997. Okay. This is big. And those are two outer planets that do move slow. Therefore, once again, you're going to start feeling it now before they perfect. Okay. Uranus in Taurus in your 11th house of your hopes and wishes and dreams and long-term goals and visions. This is big. And you're going to see a lot of things with groups, your community, all of that right here. This is your 11th house, your friendships. Uranus is the great awakener, breakthroughs. thinking outside the box, your views are already shifting. Okay. So carpe diem, seize the day and express yourself. This is going to be a really big week for you. Now, we kick it off on Tuesday, March 11th, Mercury conjuncting Venus in Aries. Again, this is happening in your 10th house. Okay. A lot of career stuff here. A lot of, your image, your reputation, whatever you're exerting, your energy that you want to be known for. Okay. And this is actually a very common conjunction. I mean, both planets are inside the Earth's orbit and closer to the sun than the Earth. We have this because Mercury retrogrades often. So, but this is great. You've got the power of Mercury and Venus right now. Okay. Again, in your 10th house. And this may even bring up some money matters as well. Just know that, you're going to feel this. Remember, Mercury in Aries is already really bold. All right. Really like, I'm talking the talk. Now, Wednesday, March 12th, here we go. We got the sun conjunct Saturn. I told you in your monthly forecast, this is big. It happens once a year. It's happening in Pisces. Okay. This is a really, really big Saturn Kazemi because you've got the sun trine Mars and Mars trine Saturn. Mars in your sign. You see the connections, the conversations that these planets are having. And it's a lot of water energy. It's a lot. You're going to feel this. All the water signs are going to feel this most. You're going to feel it all week because this conjunction is all week long. Now, this is again happening in Pisces, and your 9th house is spirituality, your belief system, your perspective on things. Also, publishing, broadcasting. You writing a book? You got a lot of support here. Podcasting, something. You got big stuff. Travel is part of this as well. Higher education, higher mind, education. You may be learning something new. You may be going back to school. There may be something here, but I talk about this Kazemi a lot in your monthly forecast. So I'm just going to keep this very brief. Saturn is just saying you got to take care of this or show up for this. And sure, it's Saturn. It can be the hard way because he wants you to show discipline, responsibility. But remember, he will reward you. That's what Saturn does. Okay. And as I say with all these aspects, use them. Don't let them use you. Okay. Saturn is big league. All right. And this is Saturn conjuncting the sun, conjuncting the North Node, conjuncting Neptune, all in Pisces all week. All right. So what is this? This is making your dreams become reality. How big is this? Saturn, remember, is life lessons, karma. You've got the North Node, your destiny, your mission statement, conjuncting Saturn. This is big. This is your karmic journey. Okay. And there is something that we're finishing up here, right? Because Pisces is the end of the zodiac. All this is happening in Pisces. Remember, the sun's going to leave Pisces soon. Neptune's going to leave Pisces. Saturn, they're all leaving Pisces. Okay. So you are truly moving into, this shift for this month is enormous for you, Cancer. Enormous. All right. Remember, Saturn is saying, use me, so use him. Build that bridge. Become a bigger authority. All right? Make things long-lasting. Saturn is Chronos. He's time. Okay? Your long-term goals. Long-term, put things in motion. All right? And And just to give you a little heads up, Cancer, I'll give you a little preview. Remember, I said the Sun and Saturn conjunct once a year. Well, next year in March, 2026, the year, they're going to conjunct in Aries. Okay, and there's a lot going on at that time. And again, that is your 10th house of career. So you see this upward trajectory for you. So please use this, please. All right. And remember, there is something really sobering with this aspect. Like, I will work hard for this. Know your limits, though. Don't overextend yourself, okay? But Saturn is going to bring those reality checks. He checks in. Remember, he's got the aviators on, right? So just know these are all auspicious aspects happening with Mars in your sign as well. Now, if you are a cross watcher, Yeah. If you watch for your rising, your moon, or let's say your best friend or your husband, whoever, mutable signs, that would be Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, will feel this the most, as well as the water signs. Like I said, Pisces, Scorpio, and you. All right. So Thursday, March 13th, here we are. Here we are. The big one, right? We've got the total full moon lunar eclipse in Virgo. Now, remember, it is happening around midnight, right? 11, I think it's 11:57 p.m. Thursday night on March 13th. It's happening at 24 degrees. So it really depends on where you live, but it straddles, March 13th, March 14th. It's a blood moon. Okay, it's a blood moon lunar eclipse. I'm going to explain what that means in my upcoming live stream. That's going to be March 8th if you're watching this before, and how this blood moon is in theme with the year 2025, where everything changes. Okay, starting now. This eclipse is a major defining moment for this year. And I'm going to try to avoid repeating the things that I said in your monthly forecast. First things first, as we know, the first eclipse of 2025, right? Now, but this is also the first of several Virgo eclipses to come for the next few years. Virgo is your third house, right? So communication, right? The way that you communicate, as well as writing, researching, learning new things, education, all right here, right? As well as siblings, aunts, uncles, cousins, neighbors, so distant relatives, all of that on the table as well. Travel, you've got so much travel stuff happening for you, this week, for this month, actually. So there could be something here with short distance travel, but, and then, when I say communication, that's also like advertising, that's marketing, that's PR, that's a lot of different things here, okay? So these eclipses, remember, 19-year cycles, the last time was 2006, 2008. All right, for this eclipse series, think about what was happening around that time for you, okay? Pick up on the patterns. Now, if you don't want to think that far, okay, think about September of last year, the first 2 weeks, right? September 2024. And I say that because September 2nd, we had the new moon in Virgo, right? Corresponding with this full moon, right? Lunar eclipse in Virgo. And then September 17th, we had that lunar eclipse in Pisces. Yeah. So that technically kicked off this eclipse series. But remember that we were still in the Aries Libra nodal axis anyway. Just think those 2 weeks. Now you were truly closing a chapter in your life at this time. And it kind of blows my mind with the synchronicities here. They are off the charts, right? This is truly fate at first. It is 24 degrees, like I said. That is a mutable degree. So, just think about like pivoting, turning point, ending, ascending. There's something here, right? Just be flexible too, right? With this mutable energy. 24 degrees just happens to be a Pisces degree. So, remember, the nodal axis is Pisces Virgo this year. So we're really doubling down on that spirituality, that healing path, especially because Pisces rules your ninth house as spirituality. You're going to really feel this. Now, what are the chances that 2 + 4 = 6? This is really strong 6 energy, right? In numerology, 6 is nurturing, it's caring, it's appreciation, gratitude, it's harmony. That's what Virgo, the 6th sign, is. It's, self-care, it's being selfless, it's service to others, purity, right? We've talked about this. What are the chances? It's happening on March 13th. 3 + 1 + 3 is 7. Okay, well, that's 7 is very spiritual, but 7 just happens to be associated with Ketu, the south node of the moon. So, and Rahu Ketu, we adopted from Vedic astrology a long time ago, okay? So everything is pointing to this full moon lunar eclipse being really, really strong, all right? So it is saying it's a lunar eclipse. We've got to leave some things in the past. Now, the fact that we have these retrogrades, right? Venus retrograde, and then, Mercury is in shadow this week, so you may be feeling a little bit of that Mercury retrograde. Your mind is already on the past, so it makes things a little bit easier. There can be circumstances, people from your past coming up, right? Sliding into your DMs, even people from your past lives, Yes, I said that. Remember, I said we borrowed Rahu Ketu. Rahu is the north node, right? Ketu, south node, from Vedic, and they were really big on reincarnation. But the big takeaway from all of that is this really is the death of the old, bringing in the new. Okay, it's a Mercury ruled eclipse. All right, Mercury is Virgo's ruler, conjuncting Venus. That's great. You're already, assessing things. Things are being illuminated for you. Truth is coming to light. Okay, especially for you. This is a big one. It's conjuncting the South Node. There's a lot of communication that will happen around this time for y'all. Now, I got to point out something else. So I just said it's conjuncting the South Node. You know the South Node, again, in Virgo, in your third house. This Sun and Saturn are sextiling Uranus, right? The Moon is going to be sextiling Mars. Mars is trining the Sun and Uranus. I mean, what? There is a big party happening in the sky with these planets for this eclipse. All the planets are rooting for you, and it's kind of a celebration, like a farewell. Yeah, it's like think about like if when you got promoted, when you started your own business, your colleagues took you out for drinks. It was a big celebration. Or think about like when you graduated, there was a graduation party. That's what's happening here. And Uranus is strongly in the mix. Big breakthrough energy. There's this big release. It's Uranus too, so sudden breakthrough, okay? Or sudden changes possible. It's an eclipse. Remember, eclipses can eclipse things out of your life. And if not, it could be people that it could be people in your life, your little orbit, like maybe you've outgrown a relationship, or there is a friendship that's reached its expiration date, or there's something here. Okay, remember, there is that ripple effect moving forward as well. It's a 6-month process. This is your evolution, okay? Your awakening. Eclipses put you on the path that you need to be on. And so it's time to release, all right? So this can be very cathartic because it's in Virgo. Remember what I said in your monthly forecast. It's the release of pessimistic thinking, of being hard on yourself, of perfectionist energy. All of that has to go. Remember, the Sun, Saturn, North Node, all in Pisces, okay? Your mission statement, your destiny. It's an eclipse on the nodes. There are doors opening for you at this time. The more you release, the more room you make for these new things to come into your life. And you are going to be adjusting to new things this week. Yeah. Okay. So put energy toward the new. Okay. Because you've got to let things go so you can grow. And because it's Saturn and the Sun opposite this moon, I mean, you got to be ready. You got to own this. Okay. You got to have faith in yourself and just make those big decisions that you need to make, or just really ride out this eclipse. And again, make room. All right. This is going to be big. All right. And remember what I said, 6 months, right? It's corresponding to the lunar eclipse in Pisces we're going to have in September, as well as the new moon solar eclipse in Virgo we're going to have in September. So see how things play out, because it is a full moon times 10. It can be very emotional, and you're just going to be thinking about what's not working, okay? And remember, Virgo is mind and body, health, lifestyle, taking care of yourself. And so this is physical health, mental, emotional, spiritual. And I want you to think about what is going to bring my stress levels down to 0 or -10 because Virgo rules the nervous system. Yeah, it's Mercury ruled, and the digestive system, right? Your gut. You got to trust your gut, your intuition, but also listen to your body around this time. Okay. It certainly can be like some diet stuff may come up around this time. You're going to be thinking about your health, like no more pixie sticks. Put your foot down, right? The moon has a big impact on people. ocean tides. We know this, right? And the moon is your ruler, Cancer. That's why I'm harping on you. Like, this is big. And to be honest, I'll talk about this in my live stream, but, our bodies are 80% water. I mean, when we say the moon really has impact on us, come on. That's big. First of all, that's Aristotle. That's not me. That's Aristotle. All right. So the moon definitely I always try to talk about when the moon card comes up, but anyway, you're definitely going to feel this. Okay. Mutable signs. Once again, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces. If you're a cross watcher, I mean, just look at all the mutable energy this week, right? But also you. The moon is your ruler. Y'all are really going to feel this. And if you have any planets or the moon in Virgo in your birth chart, if you know your chart, between 22 to 26 degrees, see what happens. You can give it a little bit of a wider orb. For instance, I'm a Gemini rising. I got Jupiter in Gemini at 26 degrees. My moon is in Virgo, 28 degrees. I'm feeling it. And I'm definitely feeling it already. So anyway, remember I said the Uranus is going to be very active. So I'm throwing in earth signs here too, Taurus, Virgo, Capricorn. All right. Now, Friday, March 14th, you've got the Sun sextile Uranus. Big. This is actually baked into the eclipse, but whoa, it's amazing. It's one of my favorite aspects. It only happens twice a year. It's like a bolt of lightning, okay? Like Shazam. It's stimulating. It's full of surprises. Sextiles are positive. They're amazing. Expect the unexpected, possibly with, money, finances, your values, material possessions, even food. Yeah, there could be something here. Remember, where it's baked into this. Taurus rules food. Uranus is in Taurus, but because Uranus is in Taurus in your 11th house, again, there may be something here with friendships, groups you belong to, social media as well. Yeah, one of your posts could go viral. There's something big, or again, like I said, with Venus retrograde, people from your past could be coming through, emails, texts, things like that. But just think breakthrough energy with this eclipse. It is the sun with Uranus. This is your eccentric side coming out as well. You're going to feel the urge to be different, to think different, to try something different. I encourage it. Go climb a mountain. Try, cooking, something different. Use the good forks at dinner, whatever it is, just shake things up because this is a great aspect. Okay. And you're going to be feeling it all week. It's also thinking outside the box. Remember, this is your 11th house. It's also your hopes, your wishes, your future dreams. This is it's Uranus. It's very future oriented. It's very forward thinking. Isaac Newton had this in his chart. Yeah. All right. So again, your eccentric side. You only live once. Live large. Go big. Zac Efron. George Michael, okay, Boy George, they all had this. They have this in their chart. Rihanna, Diana Ross, okay. This is you do you. By the way, happy birthday, Albert Einstein, March 14th, okay. And I say this all the time. Everything is made of energy. Who did that come from, right? If we're not, including the, Hermetic principles. Albert Einstein said, match the frequency of the reality you want, and you can't help but get that reality. This is why I talk about vibrating at a high frequency. All right. So again, only twice a year. We only get this twice a year. Use it Saturday, March 15th, Mercury retrograde in Aries. Okay. 9 degrees. It's all month. Okay. Mercury retrograde all month, but you're going to feel it. All right. So yes, you can expect delays in travel, communication, a lot of miscommunication, tech issues as well. Please back up everything in your cloud. All right. Avoid signing anything during Mercury retrograde. I'm going to talk about this in my live stream coming up because there are ways around this. I'm going to talk about that. It's just advised, right? Now, once again, it's in your 10th house. So there's something here with career, achievements, public recognition, fame. Okay, fame. Yeah. But people are definitely coming back, okay, from your past around this time. And remember, the bookends of Mercury retrogrades are the strongest. And to be honest, I mean, you're going to have a lot of family stuff too over this weekend. The moon will be in Libra. All right. So things that have to do with home, significant other, real estate, all of that. You got money stuff too, kicking off this week, by the way. So there's big shifts happening for you. And we're going to talk about that in the second spread. Okay. And definitely, obviously, pull more cards in the second spread for this eclipse. But I just want to remind you one last thing. Remember, Mercury and Aries, it can be aggressive, okay? It can be too assertive. It can be very dramatic. It can be very, telenova, tempers flaring, right? And then you got Mars in your sign where, you're the crab, right? The claws could be, right? So, because it's heightening your emotions and sensitivity, and it is very bear pokey. But remember, Mercury retrogrades, time to reassess, because now you've got Venus and Mercury retrograde together conjuncting. Yeah? We're going to talk more about that next week, because you're going to feel the impact of that more next week. So just know that cardinal signs, that includes you, and Libra and Capricorn and Aries will feel Mercury and Venus retrograde in Aries the most. Let's get started. Cancer, let's see what's going on for you, okay, for March 10th to the 16th. Okay. Oh, Cancer. Oh, my diddly days. Y'all, this is going to be a big week for y'all. I'm excited for y'all, though. Okay. So, Cancer, I do a traditional Celtic cross spread, offers the best overview. If we need to pull clarifiers, you know that we will. Okay. Secondly, I love you. And don't listen, you got that support with the Sun and Mars, all right? And Saturn. You got all that. You're going to be good. You're going to be fine. Let's get started. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Okay. Do you get a mic drop? Yes. Do you get crystal on my forehead? Yeah. This is okay. Yeah. So when I said your life changing, what? Yeah. Cancer, I can't even. What is going on here? You're really good. Absolutely good. Like I said, this is one of the biggest weeks for you. Let's get started. You got the 7 of Swords. This is more you. And so remember, I want you to really, really have that self-belief, and I want you to be honest with yourself about anything that is going on, especially the way that you're thinking. You've got a lot of spiritual stuff happening. This card is an Aquarius card. You do have Pluto in Aquarius. Remember that in your 8th house. It's big, right? Very psychological as well, but it's death and rebirth. It's transformation. So let's move forward. Okay. Here's the other thing. Yeah. There's going to be a lot of things you're thinking about, circumstances from the past. You see them actually looking back, right? So remember, take care of that business that you got to take care of. A lot up here. All right. Let go what you need to get let go. Any of that energy with, if there's anything that, when I say being honest with yourself, if there's things that are happening in your physical world that's just kind of like, that's not right, but you're letting it just, it's that bypassing, right? It's like, nope, let's do something about it, especially if it has something to do with you and your self-worth and your self-confidence and the way that you are moving forward, thinking about the things that you want to change. Let's change that now, okay? And again, it can be something happening in your physical world, but it is saying, let's be honest, okay? We're going to face our reality moving forward. You do that, you got big changes, okay? Remember, Saturn's saying you got to do the work here, right? And Saturn is Aquarius' ruler. Now, Wheel of Fortune in the heart of your spread, like what is going on? Let me remind you, you've got Jupiter moving into your sign in June, okay? The first time in 12 years. And so remember, let's let some things go. You're about to have a lot of new things happen in your life. You got the Wheel of Fortune. What I say about fate and destiny this week, that's what this card is, okay? It's card 10. 1 0 = 1, new beginning. You got it happening, all right? What is it? When a door shuts, a window opens? Or a window opens, a door shuts? You know what I mean, right? You know what I mean. Are y'all watching that show, Black Doves, on Netflix? Anyway, you're good. I mean, this is this fated new path. Fated, okay? It's a Wheel of Fortune that's attributed to the planet Jupiter. Luck, good fortune. I mean, in the heart of your spread. So expect the unexpected because this is fated, right? And so you even see, this Sphinx on top of the wheel here. It's almost like, you don't really know the direction you're going, but you're going with your intuition and your gut and your soul. You're feeling it and you're letting these doors open. This is a big door opening for you. You're good. I'm very excited for you. I'm very happy for you. You got the 3 of Wands here, okay, in your challenger area. That's fine. Here's the thing. Just be open, okay? Be open to opportunities. Be open to everything, okay? Believe in yourself and have that moment of, I'm opening myself up for new opportunities and self-discovery as well. I have faith in myself. I'm ready to go, okay? Other thing is, could be someone in your life that there is a little bit of, they're not ready for this new path. It's kind of, it's almost like, let's have a conversation about this. And again, it might be someone like a colleague, employee, boss, or someone coming up from the past, okay? This card, the 3 of Wands, is attributed to Venus in Aries. We know Venus is retrograde in Aries. Okay. Oh, actually, no. This is the sun in Aries. So the sun is exalted in Aries, but even still, it's an Aries card. So your 10th house. And remember, the sun is moving into Aries next week anyway. So, just be mindful. There may be something there, and it may be someone who's maybe in your path, and we got to communicate, right? Diplomatically. You got the King of Pentacles and the King of Cups. You're good. Listen. You're going to be sitting in that throne. You visualize it. I hope you're doing your vision boards, by the way. Remember, you got Neptune and their North Node conjuncting in Pisces. Yes. Please do your vision boards. King of Pentacles, and you're kind of the richest king, but this is someone with Mars and Cancer. Very, very big, because the King of Pentacles, this is someone who provides. Yeah. He provides. He's a big protector. And so y'all are already doing that. Y'all are like defending your family and caring about your family, prioritizing your family and loved ones, okay? And that's very King of Pentacles energy, but he's rich, okay? And so you may be feeling that wealth. It could be spiritual wealth. And I want you to spend time in nature. There's a reason why he's outside his castle, okay? You can see the harvest. You can't even distinguish the harvest from his robe. And when I say he's rich, he didn't get that at Target. I mean, that was custom made. Okay. You are on your way to feeling that wealth. Remember, it's your mindset. Okay. Your belief system. Okay. Law of attraction, King of Cups. That's just, you're feeling good. This is a week where I want you to feel that emotional security. All right. Also, tapping into your intuition. Now, this king has a lot of empathy. He leads with his heart. Yeah. Really, really nice energy here. This is this is really amazing. So yeah, King of Cups is very empathetic. It's very intuitive energy and love. Also self-love. Okay. You gotta love yourself before. What is that phrase? Love yourself before. You get it, right? And then you got the sun in your future. And the sun is the biggest yes in tarot. If you've ever gotten a tarot reading, you know this. You're good. You're really good. Things are happening for you in a really big way. It's almost like this really big rebirth as well when you got the, Wheel of Fortune, the heart of your spread. And then you've got the sun. Big energy. Okay. I can't even, look, remember I said 10, right? 10 equals new beginning. We all know that. Okay. And then you've got the sun. Card 19. 19 equals 10. 10 equals 1. This is rebirth. There's something big happening for you this week. Doors are opening in a big way. This is optimism. This is hope. This is you feeling free, not stressing, not worrying. You see the wisdom child here, right? A lot of creative energy, by the way. And when I say that, Yeah, in an artistic sense, but like, creative, like as in like creative, like problem solving, things like that. But anyway, the wisdom child, naked, like just you feel free. You can express yourself. This is opportunities. That's what the sun is. Okay. Like really good health as well. And then you see the vibrations coming from the sun that actually literally like the high vibration. It's a big life. I mean, you're good. You're absolutely good. Cancer, let's get to your stuff. Oh my goodness. Holy cow. This is a big week of new beginnings for you. This is game changing. You're amazing. Cancer. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. I want to hear from y'all. I want to know what's going on. What's this big thing that's happening? Remember, you got to work with the energies too. Okay. And then Cancer, I love y'all. All right. So, yeah, don't even mess around with me. I got to say this, you don't even, if you could feel the energy coming off this, you're good. You're absolutely good. Look at what's so High Priestess, I can't even talk. Yeah, you're good. High Priestess, trust your intuition. Okay. That's all you got to do. It seems like you're going to be doing it this week anyway. I mean, with your 9th house activated, your 12th house activated. I mean, you are going to be trusting your intuition. High Priestess, she's coming out like, trust your intuition, right? She's like, I got you. I got you. All right. Don't be afraid to go deep if you need to go deep. Okay. This lunar eclipse is going to be deep. You're going to be fine though. It seems like you are going to be well prepared. And, she's associated with the moon. You know that, right? All right. So really great. Oh my goodness. Oh my. 4 wands in your external factors area, right with the sun. Now, this is the card. Okay. So remember I said 3 wands. That's sun in Aries. Now this is Venus in Aries right here. All right. So 4 wands, big celebration here. Very pleasurable energy. Look how happy they are. Look at how they're happy. Okay? This is celebration milestones. There's something happening here. Wands, very, very career related. Career, profession, enterprise, things like that. But it's your passions. The wands are your passions. Again, more creative energy. There's something that you're likely creating this week. Okay? They're outside the castle. What did I say about that right here? Okay? And then that free energy, that freeness. Remember, I talked about the wisdom child. You got the 4 wands with the sun and the wheel of fortune. I mean, you're absolutely good. There's something here that's happening. And you want it. There's this excitement. It's almost like these changes are coming. And it's going to transform your world. This is such an amazing card. A big milestone. It's like you could get a new job, start your own company, things like that. You get promoted, you could have a child, you could have, it's, a lot happening for you. A lot happening for you. Okay. Even, with relationships as well. I think you got the Queen of Swords. With the King of Swords, you got the pair. And so, the Queen of Swords is very nice. You're thinking it's like being very headstrong. And then you have the King of Swords, which is, that's your 3rd king. I honestly, so the King of Swords, remember I said, all of this, this eclipse in Virgo in your 3rd house, okay? So a lot of communication matters. Mercury in Aries, a lot of communication matters. This is you saying, bring it on. I'm the one who's going to initiate here, right? Great decision maker. This is power. This is authority, just like all the other kings. But with communication, it's the swords, but also logic, thinking, intellect. I mean, he's a member of Mensa. His sword is tilted. He's ready to strike. He's ready to take action. Sign the things have the conversations you need to have. And this is so much clarity. When you get both of them, talk about head above the clouds. And that was something that I was just like looking at what's going on for y'all this week. I'm like, okay, well, there's all this Pisces energy. A lot of it's very spiritual, but then you got Neptune up in the mix. So things can be a little like confusing. Not for you. No, ma'am, sir. You got the pair. And the difference, by the way, the Queen and the King. The King is more public facing, okay? More like everything that's happening for you. This is big, okay? And his energies and his powers are more external, okay? The Queen of Swords is more internal. It's kind of like she's the one like also making like really big decisions behind the scenes. Do you know what I mean? Okay, you're good. You don't need any clarifiers. Cancer, this is like the best week ever, okay? Make a song of this spread. But I don't know, do something unique. All right. So next week, by the way, we'll go deeper in the aspects. It's the equinox. We got a lot happening next week. Okay, we got the Venus Cazimi, right? The Mercury Cazimi. We have a lot happening next week. The equinox, Sun moving into Aries. There's so much focus on your 10th house. Okay, you see that you're moving into that in a big way. Sun in Aries, an Aries card here, a big way. And yeah, second spread. We're gonna pull more cards for this eclipse and the lunations. I told you, you got the moon in Leo. You got a lot of stuff happening. You have a lot of stuff happening this week, and then there is gonna be some big things happening with family and the foundations of your life. Significant other. Anyway, Cancer, y'all are amazing. If you like this reading, it would be great if you like, subscribe, leave comments. Tell me what's going on. This is big. This is, you got me excited. I'm so excited for you. Cancer, I'm going to let you go. All right. I will see you next week. All right. Bye-bye.